Well, good morning, everyone. Happy New Year. As you can see, I'm in a state park here in Jersey, Alamucci. I've been doing some hiking over the last year or so. It's something I got into ever since my back injury. Can't really do a lot. But I do this, and it keeps me active, keeps me going. I enjoy it. Hoping one of my resolutions for 2023 is to get a bit more active in terms of back to the gym and doing more weightlifting and stuff like that. More substantial. But talking about resolutions, let's talk about Media Blasters. Media Blasters definitely will have some resolutions in 2023. Because of everything that happened with the right stuff at the end of the year, one of the things that I'm really focused on is getting that storefront to be pretty good, to advertise it more, get it out there. We need to put more than just the Media Blaster stuff up there. So I'm trying to add some Faku books after the new year. By the way, the sale goes all the way through Monday, end of Monday, because of the way the holidays fell. The other thing I'm trying to do is really just develop this YouTube channel a bit more with reviews, also just basic about me, everything like that. So in the future, I'm hoping to do more of that. There's also, I'm trying to think about maybe doing a convention. I went to that Ecchi Expo at the end of the year. It was really good. Maybe the East Coast can use one. I thought it did really well. Now, I was asked online more about the history of Media Blasters. So to know the history, you got to know me, because me and Media Blasters are kind of one. I'm 58 years old. I was born in Brooklyn, went to NYU. I was actually a finance major, but I was kind of, yes, I did sports, but I wasn't really that active. I really was got into computers and nerd, geek pretty early. How I found anime was at a Star Trek convention. I went to Star Trek, met a guy there. Some of you may remember him, called Bruno. He was selling some videos. I bought Ranma 1/2, Bubblegum Crisis. And I wanted to do games. If you remember, I said I kind of loved computers. I fell in love with it, so I wanted to do games. I saw that stuff, and basically from there, I thought, maybe I could do a game from this. And I didn't know it was Japanese too much. I didn't really know much about it, but I kind of started to search the companies. I found Animego, I found Pioneer, I found Viz, I found CPM, and over time I was able to contact them. And the first screensaver, it never became a game, it was more of a screensaver. If you remember, back then there was this thing called After Dark. So I wanted to do something close to that. It didn't exactly turn out to that, but yeah, I wound up doing Project Aiko. We were a small company. It was small. It was Software Sculptors, if I didn't mention the name of the company, sorry. That was my first company. So that's what got me into anime and got me going. So I kind of kept going with that. We did all 4 screensavers all the way through Tenchi Muyo. And the most popular was Tenchi Muyo. Ranma 1/2 did very well too. But after that, I was kind of looking at videos and looking at things, and we licensed. We licensed actually 2 titles back then. Miku, Zenki, and 3, and the big one, Slayers. And I'll be honest with you, we were young, kind of naive. We didn't know what we were doing, didn't have much money. So what I did was, I was talking a lot to CPM, and I said, you know what, guys, we're just looking to make games. I'm not really caring who runs it, whatever. We have this thing called Slayers. We licensed it. I don't know how we're going to get the money to dub and do all this kind of stuff. And they said, okay, why don't you become why don't we just, hook up together? We kind of gave the company, or I gave the company to CPM. In return, I got, some good salary. I got my ability to make games. And that's how that kind of developed. We did Slayers. Slayers was a huge hit at Software Sculptors. Everything went really well with that. And then time went on, and I was still there. We actually, I don't know if anybody remembers it, we did the Hercules and Xena. I really used to watch a lot of those programs, so I actually went to California and I licensed Hercules, I licensed Xena, and we did a screensaver thing on that. I also, believe it or not, people don't know this, but it never came to fruition. We were working with GT Interactive, and GT Interactive, we were going to make the screensaver whatever for the DC universe. We actually had plans for it. We started to do art for it. We started to do everything. It fell through. It was just too intensive to whatever. At that time too, the relationship between CPM, Software Sculptors, myself, and whatever just wasn't going well. It just didn't work out. There was definitely some differences. So I kind of wanted to go and do my own thing, and I gave up on the games because I wasn't sure if there was going to be, it was just too intensive, the amount of money and manpower. We were small, we were 3 or 4 people back then. And then the other thing too is when I decided to split off, the people of Software Sculptors they stood. I was the only one who really left. So that's what started Media Blasters. I kind of left there. They took over everything, and they ran Software Sculptors. So that's how Media Blasters was started. This is part 1. I'll get more into the history, as people were asking about, and where we came from and the labels and stuff later. But I need to go hiking and kind of burn a few calories, get the muscles moving. And I hope you guys all have a safe and healthy New Year's. And this is my post for today. And keep telling people, subscribing, support the store, and come back and you'll see more. All right, you guys have a great New Year's Day. Stay active, be healthy.